Hello everyone, this is Singh, broker, owner with Supermax Realty in London. Welcome to my channel, Real Estate Edge with Singh. Friends, in today's video, I like to talk about June sales stats as per our MLS system, and I would also talk about certain factors that I feel will impact rest of the year for 2023 our real estate market. So let's start with a couple of points first. So friends, first, obviously everybody is thinking about Bank of Canada's next move, which is June the 12th. And as we all know, the inflation currently is sitting at 3.8%. And this consumer price index, folks, is the price experienced by most Canadians, and it has 8 important things that comprises CPI, that are food, shelter, housing cost, furnishing, clothing, transportation, healthcare, and recreation. So what actually Bank of Canada wants to do it, they want to increase unemployment. Right now, unemployment rate is very, very low. So what happens is, if there's few employees available, the wages go up, and then inflation also goes up. So what Bank of Canada wants to do is they want to increase the unemployment rate. So in Canada right now, unemployment rate is sitting at 5.2, but if you see historically, unemployment rate in Canada, it is 8%. So they want more people unemployed. Yes, you must be thinking, what kind of government is that? But that is how they want. It is counterintuitive, folks. The more people they lose the job in next 12 months, some might have to sell their housing, and it can create challenges for their family. But that is exactly the plan. Bank of Canada governor said. He said his goal number 1 is to bring the inflation down to 2%. And as I showed you the numbers, we are sitting in July right now, 3.8% inflation in Canada. If you take the housing, shelter, or shelter inflation out, it might be way less than that. But let's see what happens next time. And as far as my prediction for rate hike, 60% economists think that in July the 12th, there might be another rate hike. But some people believe in September, depending on the economy, depending upon the employment ratios, they will consider quarter point rate hike. So let's now focus to the second point, folks. Second point, I want to talk about distressed sellers. See, if you ask my opinion, I think first people to let the property go mostly are the investors. They're the first one. They see the cycle changing. They see they can't make the money, and they just move on because they are not emotionally attached to the properties. But here, if it's your primary residence, people don't want to let their property go. So, housing is the last thing people let go. Yes, they can let go of other expenses, like if somebody is considering buying brand new car, and with the higher, inflation and all the cost, they will probably not buy the car. They will stop eating out in restaurant, or they might not take expensive vacations. But all in all, I believe, as far as the end user go or the home owners go, there is no big crash coming. There's not many distressed sellers. Yes, there are a few people they bought at the peak of the market, and some can't qualify at the new rate, so they have no option but to sell. Or if somebody unfortunately lost their job or their family situation changes, they will end up selling. But all in all, most people won't let their housing go so easily. Next point, folks, I like to talk about the recourse mortgages. In one of the other videos, I talk about that, just walking away from your house, if it is worth less than what you owe to the bank, is not that easy in Canada. Your lender or your mortgage insurer can come after you for the shortfalls. Yes, some might say I can declare bankruptcy or do consumer proposal. For some people that is the only option. But just remember, these remarks will stay on your credit bureau for 7 years, which will hamper you buying properties in future. So that is all about recourse mortgages. Now about our London market, I think that net migration will be another key factor moving in 2023 third or fourth quarter. If you check prices in Woodstock, you check in Gulf, Milton, Mississauga, Brampton, Toronto, Richmond Hill, guys, our housing is still very, very affordable. I will show you some numbers later on in this video. So I feel like when people can't afford, they will keep moving to London, so our sales number will be fine. Yes, interest rate is impacting our sales volume, but people are still buying. Next factor that can impact our market this year is new construction. Folks, the cost of lending is getting expensive for the builders. So a lot of builders have stalled their project. I know a lot of builders personally. So they are not building anymore for the rest of 2023. They will wait and watch and then pick up in 2024, putting further pressure on inventories because their cost of building also is going up. Second thing I want to talk about, important factor in our market is the gap is increasing between people who own the houses and people who don't own the houses. Rents are, friends, all-time high, and the way the situation looks, it is not very bright for a lot of young families who want to enter housing market. I think a lot of folks will be renting for a long time, and unfortunately they can't buy their first home based on 8% stress test which is happening as of now. Another factor which can impact our housing sales volume and prices is the tighter mortgage qualification and underwriting. And as you all know, guys, right now the market mortgage rates are 5.5, 6%. Some people are paying 7%. So it is getting very hard for people to qualify, and a lot of people are not making the lateral moves or even upgrading or downsizing because only of the interest rate. So getting hard. So sale volume and prices will be impacted in the third and fourth quarter based on qualification. And it will also hamper refinancing, and it will also hinder a lot of borrowers who want to refinance their properties to invest in real estate. So those will impact the sales number. Next point is people are trapped. Some people are staying put because of the equity, meaning some people who bought in last 2 years at the peak of the market, now there is not much equity. So if they sell, they have to sell at loss because there's a lot of friction cost involved, and their house might be worth less than what they owe. So those people again won't be selling their houses in the third or fourth quarter. They will be looking for the market to pick up sometime later this year or early next year. Then they will make a move or sell their properties. So sales volume will decline, and I have a feeling rest of the years we will just have a drag on prices. They might remain flat depending on the rate hike and economy. Prices might go down by end of year, not too much, but little bit in some of the segments of our real estate market. And lastly, I just want to share some stats with you, friends. So for the June month, as per our London St.Thomas Association of Realtors, we have in total 745 sales, which are actually up 15.9% as compared to June of 2022. Average price, folks, is sitting around $675,923,000, which is slightly down 1.4 factor. But if you see last 2 years, our prices are still up after pandemic. Supply have risen since last month to 2.2 months supply, and sales to new listing ratio is sitting around 52.7%. This factor, sales to new listing ratio, guys, tell us, are we in a balanced market, seller's market, or buyer's market? So if this ratio is less than 40%, we are in the buyer's market. If it is between 40 and 60, we are in balanced market, which we are. If it goes beyond 60%, then it is purely seller's market. Now talking about sales of apartment, condos. We have in total 52 sales last month, which is down 17.5% as compared to last June 2022. Month of supply is 2.3 month supply. Average apartment in London sells for $430,000, which is again down 5.1%. Townhouses, we have in total 108 sales, and the sales are up 33.3. The reason being is this is all first time buyers can qualify. 2 month supply available. Average price point is sitting around $535,000, folks, which is again down 8.2% as compared to June of 2022. Single family home, folks, we have in total 543 sales. Lot of people love single family homes, and this is the major component in London housing market. 15.8% sales are up. 2.2 month supply, which have increased since last month. Average price point sitting around $736,000, which is up a little bit, 0.2% as compared to last year. Now talking about our neighbors, St. Thomas, which is south of 401, we have in total 54 sales, up 12.5%. Inventory actually is really tight in St. Thomas, sitting around 1.7%. Average price point 586,738, which is up 3%. So all in all, if you are a buyer, there's lot of options, lot of opportunities, and you will have very less pressure to buy your house, which is actually a good thing. And if you're a seller, you have to set your expectation, guys. Showcase your property, so the buyer fall in love with the property, because there's a lot of competition out there. Listen to your agent, get the feedback, and price the property right so it can sell. So all in all, guys, summer always, first week when the school closes, lot of families go on vacation. It's a normal cycle. First few weeks of July, they are always slow sales wise, because people just want to go enjoy cottage time with friends and family. They travel to different countries or spend time by themselves. So this year, moving to third quarter, depending on the interest rate, there might be a drag on our prices, but I think sales will be stable because our market is very, very affordable as compared to a lot of people who are moving, new immigrants or people migrating from other parts of Ontario or Canada. At the same time, no neighborhood or a house is same. So if you are looking to buy or sell your house in London, St. Thomas or surrounding area, feel free to call our experienced team of Supermax Realty. You can call our office at 519-933-2559, or you can call me directly on my cell phone 647-961-2639, or just simply leave a message at our website supermaxrealty.ca. Thanks for watching, folks. Talk to you soon.